Hello and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Mark Hoffman. Today I'm going to be taking you around a 2011 Calais V. Very regal looking car. Reminds me, almost needs the Australian flags of the Prime Minister driving along in it. A really nice standout car. Thing to note with this car is condition. It is really clean. We've fitted the black number plates to it just to give it that white on black look that just pops it out. On the front of it, you'll notice we've got front sensors, we've got HID headlights with the washer jet set off in a black surround. On the front, the only damage has got a little stone chip there and there. That's it. Really clean on the front. We'll come around to the side of the car. You'll notice straight away the Caprice have the really long indicator on the side there. On the front wheel, we do have a little bit of rashing, nothing major, just a little bit there, but a brilliant condition tyre. Coming down the side, you'll see the Caprice, you get the colour-coded door handles, a really nice touch that, as well as the chrome strip going all the way down the car, chrome strip around the windows here and above the roof as well. Nice point out, we've got our little weather shields there, and my cameraman being 7 foot tall can have a look at the sunroof there as well. We'll come around a little bit further, nothing to note scratches or dents wise. Quite often you see on the sill from the driver getting in and out of the car, you can see some damage there. None of that on this car. This wheel here has a tiniest little bit of rash just there, but massive. I can't actually reach the bottom of that tread. It's massive amount of tread on that car. Coming down, a little bit more of chrome strip at the back. Coming to the back of the Caprice here, yet again, just screams luxury. We have a really large LED taillights in this, quite bright, but a nice look as well. Big chrome strip across the back. The dual exhaust, just to let people know you have the V8 one. And no tow bar fitted to this car, so you know it's had an easy life. We can arrange to have one fitted for you on pre-delivery for you if you'd like. Rear sensors as well. We'll go into the boot in a minute. Coming down this side of the car, a little bit brighter so you can actually see it, probably a little bit more on the camera. Chrome strip at the back, no signs of any damaging or scratching at all. Now this being the curb side of the car, this is where you'd usually see any gutter rash or pedestrian entry damage to the car. We have some very minor, if I'm being picky, gutter rash on this wheel, and it's very minor. Coming down the side, nothing on the doors at all, really clean. There isn't actually even fingernail damage on the inside of the door handles, it is that clean. Coming to the front wheel now, yet again we do have a little bit, but obviously this is the one that gets the closest to the gutter. It's probably got a couple of mil, but most of the way around the wheel, very light. At the distance the camera is, you probably can't see it, but I do want to point it out to you. Overall, bodywork on this car presents in absolutely amazing condition. All right, around to the front of the Caprice V now. As you'll see, bonnet has been notched up from the inside. We do have the engine running for this bit because we're about to hop inside and it's 40 something degrees and we'd like the air conditioning on, sit in a little bit of luxury. To open the bonnet, a little bit of a trick. You've got to get your hand in a little bit, lift up, and it'll pop up. Up and out of our way. Mentioning that, love the grille on these cars. In there you are looking at 6 litres of silky smooth V8 power to move this car along with no effort at all. 260 kilowatts of power, 517 newton meters of torque. That's going to give you around 12.3 litres to the 100 on the average cycle, which is going to give you in excess of 570 kilometres out of that average cycle. Great fuel economy, great power delivery too. Round to the back of the Caprice now, a lot to talk about. Obviously we've mentioned the exhaust being a V8, we've got the rear sensors, we also have the little reversing camera there. We'll go into that a little bit more in the inside, but nicely placed, very unobtrusive, I like that. And the iconic Caprice badge there as well. Lift the boot up, dual struts, dual hinged, right out of the way. Heaps of space, very hard to injure yourself with that boot. Probably might be a little hard to see in this light, but that boot is massive. I think you could fit many golf clubs, bags of oranges, whatever you put in your boot, you will fit lots of them in here. Simple to get a little bit more space though. Lift this up, attach that to the little hook there, nice and out of the way. We have a full-size spare with what looks like an almost, I'd say that's unused. It's still got the little furry bits on the tyre as well. So brilliant condition back here as well. All right, inside the we're inside the wash bay in our Caprice V because it's really hot outside and our camera just couldn't pick up anything when we're outside. But a really nice place to be. I'm very comfortable here. What we'll do is we'll start over on the steering wheel here. Obviously it's the most easy thing to see on the car. Little handle there, and you can adjust it both tilt, reach and height, all of that. Lock it away where you're comfortable and off we go. Probably can't see it from there. Maybe if I do this, we've got a headlight switch there. Now something I did mention earlier on, we've got it on at the moment, but auto will keep them on as well. What I'll do is get my cameraman, just quickly look up at the wall there. It is a 40-degree day and the sun is belting down and those HIDs are clear as day on that wall. Coming back inside the car now, we've got our cruise control stalk here as well as our indicators here if you feel like indicating when you change lanes. Also on the steering wheel, we've got our phone, navigation, we'll get into that in a minute, and volume control there of course. Across the Caprice badge, which I like how they put that in the steering wheel, across that we go to our trip computer and audio controls, and of course windscreen wipers on the left hand side. Up into the 4 gauge, actually 5 gauge with the center screen there. I like how each one has its individual gauge. Fuel, we've got the Speedo here, which is nice and easy to read. I like how the Holdens go up in normal increments and then sort of go silly over here, not 100 over there, very easy to read. Digital Speedo there as well. You can change that of course to whatever you want, including tire pressure. You can put a lot of different settings on that as well. Coming over here, nice simple to read tachometer as well as temperature gauge. Really like the finish on the silver here. Moving across, what I'll get to do is we'll go up on this car because there's a lot to look at on this vehicle. We've got an electrochromatic mirror here, so if someone has really bright headlights, such as the ones we have in this vehicle, and they're not aimed right, quite simple, turn it on there, you'll see it's on, the mirror will dim automatically for you, and when they go away, it'll brighten back up. We have our nice little lights here for the illumination of the car, and you can set on if you want it with the door or with the just dome light. Moving back a bit further, we have obviously a sunroof control. Nice, let the air in, but not on a day like today because we like air conditioning. Now moving back a bit further, you'll see this car actually is fitted with tri-zone air conditioning. We've got the controls for the rear passenger there, and as we're coming back through the front, you'll see on the back of the headrest, a little bit hard for our cameraman to see, but we've got DVD units there. Keep the kids or whoever's in the back nice and quiet for the driver, so everyone gets to enjoy the experience of driving this car. Coming back to the communications unit here, the media unit, whatever you want to call it, it is fully featured. We have Bose Sound in this and it sounds incredible. I won't turn it on because my little microphone just won't pick up the quality of it. In here we have everything. Obviously we've got it set to navigation. We're currently in our super secret location of 20-32 Kangan Drive at Berwick Mitsubishi. Not so secret now, ha! If you click this little button, we go to media. You can have radio, AM, FM, of course. You've got, hey, come back here. You've got CD, USB, iPod, Bluetooth audio, and you can even store CDs. So let's see if someone's got some CDs stored in this. Apparently not. You can store CDs in it. Great feature. Or play music out of your phone. Love that one. Obviously, we've got phone, track, everything you'd need to know, map and navigation. Very simple to use. Coming down from there, as I mentioned, let's move the stick out of the way. We have tri-zone cooling in this car. You can go full automatic or you can control all 3 zones independently of each other. A brilliant feature, quite interesting to use actually. You'll see we have the fan currently on, I think, about 80%, and you can barely hear it in this car, and set to full cold at the moment because we're a little bit not happy in this heat. Have a little button here for the traction control. Why you'd ever turn that off in this car, I don't know, but it is there if you want to. As well as you can turn the parking sensors off if you're going down a driveway with a hedge or something, you didn't want to be annoyed by this beeping. A little nook there for many of your things. Coming back further, we've got our automatic transmission. P for park, D for go. As you'll have noticed, when I put it into reverse there, we get a little camera. Really nice and clear, quite easy to see, gives you the guidelines as well. Or you can click it into D, or if you're feeling a bit sporty to use the 6 litres of V8, you have sports mode as well as manual mode as well. Coming back a bit further, you'll notice in the Commodores we do have our window controls here in the center. We've also, I can lock the doors so my cameraman cannot escape. Handbrake in this car, quite nice. It folds away quite cleanly when you're driving as well. Window controls as well. 2 large cup holders, as well as going into the glove box. We have massive glove box, 12 volt socket there, and we've also got USB and auxiliary in there. The camera might not be able to see it, it's a bit dark, but it is in there. Coming back a little bit, what I'll get the cameraman to do is just zoom around the interior and just see how good this car is. You'll notice we do have the Holden floor mats, both at the front and at the back as well. We'll come around a little bit. Another feature I like in the Holden's a little hidden there. Got a pair of cup holders there in the back seat. Like that one. And great leather trim. Really nice and comfortable actually as well. So as you've seen, great condition on the outside, brilliant condition on the inside, and absolutely loaded with features. A brilliant, brilliant car. A quick cut because we forgot something very vital with the car. Service books. Obviously this car does have one, and really good service history through here. Holden, 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 Holden. That's a European dealer. It does everything European there. Holden again. And then the last one obviously done by us when we did our 125 point safety check to make sure this car is mechanically and roadworthy. Sound. yet again, another piece of evidence that this car is a really great example. All right, thank you for watching our video of our 2011 Caprice V. As you've noticed, brilliant condition both outside, inside, at the back, in the engine bay with that great service history. One thing to note, driving this car, it has effortless power. It just glides along. It's a beautiful drive. Do be very quick for this car. Give us a call on 9709 2999. Don't forget to ask your salesperson about the competitive rate finance we can offer, and of course a 5-year mechanical protection plan, which this car does qualify for, that now includes 5 years of roadside assist. Thank you for watching.